Today's figure, an outside change to a natural turn. So we do this all the time in waltz. Then I'm gonna have a couple props. I'm gonna show this with a lead, with a follow at the end, and we're gonna go through some checkpoints to make sure that you're hitting every piece of technique in here. I recommend practicing alone before you try all this stuff with a partner. So firstly, just run through footwork really quick for lead, back, turn in, out of her way, side and slightly forward to the outside wall. Close the right foot to the left, then outside of partner, natural turn, forward, and you can zoom in on the feet. Side, together, finish. Okay. And now we'll dance that through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice for higher level competitors, I'm not doing everything in a block. This would probably win bronze, but it's gonna get nowhere out of the more advanced dancing. So we're not gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna be lowering the legs. We're going to delay the closing action, and then we're going to swoop under with the knees. We're going to think about holding our burger patty behind her head, and I'll show each of those actions. Firstly, burger patty. Can you see my footies? 1, 2, 3, burger patty to the center, but our rib is to our partner. 1, this is a tricky one, you're gonna be very tempted to go 2, don't do it, 2, 3, and so burger patty still to the center, and then I'm gonna shift my knees up. As opposed to what leads tend to do when they first learn shape is, it's gonna be just down below with the knees. And you can do that at home in front of pleasure pause or whatever. Okay, now when we shift and shape our lady or lead her inside and outside, we need to be fully collected in waltz, which I know is hard to do, it's a little scary. And when you shift the knees to finish each figure, which tells her A, what direction we're gonna go next, and B, tells me if I'm inside or outside of the partner. Make sure to do a pendulum swing. Instead of no swing, or just as bad, metronomic swing. So, hamburger patty, no hamburger patty, not this hamburger patty. Let me show that with a partner as lead, and then I'm gonna go over some points for lady to follow, and I'm gonna stop. So real mechanical between each step and break down what we're doing. Okay, so I have a model, and I'm gonna continue holding my burger patty so you can see where that bad boy is. So outside change is gonna be, she's outside of partner, outside change. So we're back. Now at this point, I'm gonna think like doing a side pass in West Coast swing. On step 2, get out of her way. Out of her way. This swings her across me. Side and slightly forward, as opposed to down line outside of partner. I'm still close to her, and I'm closed to her. Don't go early. She can finish her shape, and then I'm gonna finish my shape. That's gonna be the flowering action. Now I'm gonna step short towards the far butt cheek over here. Now I'm gonna step long, my hamburger patties to the center. Now I'm gonna keep my weight on my right foot to the very last second. If you think hamburger patty to the center, that's a heck of a lot easier. And now I'm gonna do the pendulum swing with the knee. Finish. And then, oops, I'll go into my natural turn. Okay, so now I'm gonna cover the follows part because we got our own barrel of monkeys. So, common mistake, don't outstep on step one. As a lady, we want to be proactive but patient. He's not going to do the step the same every time, so I got to step short and cautious. I can always compensate on step two. So, cautious, not swinging. Wait, cautious. Now I'm going to follow what looks to you to be his left hip. I'll show that with a partner in a second. And I'm going to keep in a closed position. So I'm outside, and I'm inside. I'm still going to be inside. And now at this point, I'm going to have a forward connection to him. Now I'm going to close, wait for his lead. And when I feel his feet swivel, I know he wants to go outside, and I make a path for him. Let me exaggerate. Here's room, as opposed to here. Think down below, CBM, and make a real easy path for him to go past you this way. Turn the foot in. When in doubt, go short. As lady, once you learn the figures, you're going to be real tempted to jettison, and that pulls on it. So patience, patience, patience. Just turn in. Think about connecting your hamburger to this hip and him. Close. Wait for him to shift. And then I'm going to go through him into natural citation, whatever he's got going next. Okay, so let me show that with a lead, and I'm going to break down real mechanical what the follow is going to do. Okay, so let's do, okay, and I'm going to shift my hamburger patty around so you can see his lady. Oh, where's my focus? Where's my focus? Okay, so the outside change, I'm thinking about keeping hamburger patty back as lady. That helps me not overstep him. So hamburger patty back. Okay, now I'm going to think about swooping on this next step, and I'm going to shift my hamburger patty, and I'm going to go up under his rib. 2, stay there. You're going to be real tempted to go. And you focus on this hip and this rib going up underneath of them. And now we're going to go side. We're going to keep our weight on this foot. We're going to close. And then we wait for him to swivel the knees. Okay. And now I'm thinking about, shoot, how can I make a hallway for him? So I've definitely added a big rotation here. If I'm here, blocks him. If I'm here, I'm connecting patty, patty, and go ahead and go through. 1. Now I'm going to track right here. This hip. You're going to be tempted to just go, oopsie. That's bad. We're going 2, close, 3, and shift. And however much he shifts will tell me if I'm inside or outside, but I do know as lady, whatever I do next, it's going to go that way. And yeah, that should make that thing feel really good. Just make sure to practice alone before you do it with the partner, and then when you do it with the partner, go try it at speed. Mark time like we just did. It's not real comfortable, but there's so much going on. It'll give you time to do each piece. Oh, burger. Oh, knee. Oh, lower. Oh, foot angle. Delay the swivel. Now swivel. It's gonna make that, give you a nice flowering, soft